Hello, everyone. For those who do not know who I am, my name is Joey. For those who do know, my name is still Joey. We are reading through Romans chapter 13 today. We read Romans chapter 12 yesterday. We got a good look of what it's like to be a true Christian. Among other things like the seven gifts God gives us, as well as renewing our minds. Um, so I think without further ado, I've kind of explained the use of this YouTube channel before in almost all of the rest of my videos, and I'm sure there's people who would like to just hop right into reading the chapter. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Romans chapter 13, Submission to the Authorities. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval, for he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain, for he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Therefore, one must be in subjection, not only to avoid God's wrath, but also for the sake of conscience. For because of this you also pay taxes, for the authorities are ministers of God, attending to this very thing. Pay to all what is owed to them, taxes to whom taxes are owed, revenue to whom revenue is owed, respect to whom respect is owed, honor to whom honor is owed. This goes into following laws, following authorities. This kind of sounds like it feels like it's kind of something I should be paying attention to because I myself am apolitical. For those who don't know what apolitical is, it's someone who doesn't believe in the government or thinks it's a good thing. I won't go into far detail about that because everyone has their own opinions on stuff. But just reading through this bit is kind of it's talking about being political or being following the authorities, and I guess the reason why I was apolitical is because I didn't think it would have anything to do with God, even though we see them like swear on the Bible and things like that. I personally don't think, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's all just them doing it out of tradition and don't actually believe it. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done a lot of research as well as taken a lot of care for this. But I'm definitely I'm gonna look back on this because this is something that if it's me saying I shouldn't be apolitical, then I should read into that more just because it's saying to. And yeah, sorry if I sound a little down or I don't have as much energy as a few chapters before. Just feel like it's hard to get motivated today for some reason. It's just low today. Anyways, let's get right back into it. Romans chapter 13, verse 8, fulfilling the law through love. Owe no one anything except to love each other, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and any other commandment are summed up in this word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Kind of the golden rule there. Should love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Besides this, you know the time, that the hour has come for you to wake from sleep. For salvation is nearer to us now than when we first believed. The night is far gone, the day is at hand. So then let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us walk properly as in the daytime, not in orgies and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and sensuality, not in quarreling and jealous, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provision for the flesh to gratify its desires. The golden rule kind of gets mentioned in the just before verse 10. It's in the very end of verse 9, Romans 13, verse 9. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. It's just a great rule that a lot of people follow, and a good amount of people try to follow. This is definitely something that I try my best to follow. I'm not perfect. There's some moments where I fall short. But it's saying that love is the fulfilling of the law just by loving on someone. Saying to put on the armor of Christ. There's 5 pieces of armor. I don't remember all of them specifically. I believe it's chest plate, helmet, belt. I think the belt's the first one, actually. I think one of them's the sword. I don't know what the other one is. I could also be wrong on all of this. But yeah, it's saying to put that armor of Christ on instead of worldly, fleshly pieces like drunkenness or sexual immorality or sensuality, or quarreling or jealousy, things of that nature, and to put on the armor of Christ to gratify its desires. This was the end of Romans chapter 13. It's not a long chapter, and I'm trying to keep this shorter for those who might not have a long attention span. Again, I apologize if I'm not summarizing things as greatly this time. Like I said, it's been a rough start to the day. This is the first thing I did, but it's also almost 3 in the afternoon. So it's been a rough start for today. Thank you for those who have decided to watch this and possibly follow along in their Bible. Feel free to share this video or other videos, maybe the other videos, because this one's a little dull on energy, as well as this isn't the greatest video. But feel free to share it with other people and get it out there so we can get more people closer to Christ. I'm not sure how many chapters are in Romans. There's not a lot. We're actually almost done with Romans. Chapter 16 is the last chapter of Romans. So I guess if you have any ideas of what book in the Bible I should read next, feel free to either put it in the comments, message me if you have any of my contacts. Thank you again for watching this, and I hope you have a great day.